Hi guys, and welcome to the Rainbow Six Replays YouTube channel. Today, we want to present a video replay of the match highlights between E1 Sports and Black Dragons during the Brazil League 2024 Stage 2. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
To see whether that has been effective later on, but for now, the Monty is pushing forward and Bassetto's looking to take some space.
There we are, straight in the back as well. Good trade coming on through, though. Admittedly, different person elsewhere. And Hornet, no, that's not how you start your career on a new team. Secret Agent Hornet up to his old tricks. Finds a team kill. Unfortunately, to put his team slightly behind here. And the problem is, Tim, the Monty is still standing. We all know that as you get down to the sharp end of things, a Monty being alive in a 2v2, a 3v2 in this case, really starts to have a profound impact, and that is very hard to shut him down. I worry at this point that this one is already going to be far gone. The one real factor they've got, I was going to say, is the C4 from the mute that's in back pocket, but it's been put, I'd imagine, in the wrong place. It would take a miracle for Bassetto to walk over it.
Just going to keep firing a few pot shots out towards that angle, but the Monty is getting the plant down. Bassetto's going to make that stick. Flashtree finds Hornet as he tries to move his way back into sight, and it's all up to Ask. And we just get a perfect footage of the problem. Said by waxing in that beginning is the defenders making it difficult, not allowing the attackers to just focus on what they want to do, get themselves spread out, use the size of the map, and they've not used the size of the map. Hell there, the nade's not actually going to find the kill, but the job was done, the damage was there, it was evident, he had to move, moves into a line of sight, and that gives you on an advantage now, 4 versus 3.
Absolutely cooked there. It's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know you have to move, but you know if you move, you're dead. Take your pick. At that point, swing is normally the right way to go, but under pressure, anything can... Man stepped in and just been like, I'm done. I'm cooked. The goose is gone, Tim. This one's over. Blown to smithereens. Black Dragons at least have the numbers advantage here, but Flashtree is still alive, and he has been the hero. He keeps on going, up to 4 kills for himself now. 2v2. This is winnable, but the clock is working against them.
Are there any more twists in this tale? That is the question. It has bounced back and forward like a rubber ball so far. 15 seconds left to go, and E1 need to think about getting themselves inside a sight. No smoke canisters left to prevent that, so there might just be an opportunity to put this diffuser down. I'm not sure about the cover, though. He's watching the opposite side, but the push could come through direct through sight. 4 seconds left to go, and Live doesn't have a choice but to stick it. The push comes from exit.
There are a couple of C4s that can play behind. I don't think it's going to be enough for them. And sure enough, they're making them uncomfortable from below as well. The Bucks getting to work. So now they've got another angle to worry about, and that is what I mean. The combo of the Monty intel, the Buck from below, gets them a kill, and they catch the rotate. Hornet, stop team killing people! God!
Yeah, that's his second in 3 rounds now. You know, I don't think he's really going to get...
Here he comes. Oh Lord, he's coming! But he's not managing to get anything done. They're taking a few little chips towards the feet, though, down to 82, and suddenly they spin it on him. They say, you know what, forget about the stairs guy. Spin on the guy behind us. They do get rid of him. A couple of kills come back the other way, though, but the numbers advantage is there for E1. Gutto into 1, finding out Flashtree. A trade coming in from Live. Again, new player to this team is making himself seen, at least in this round. It's not looking too bad for them. A 1v3 now stepping up for Hornet, and he's just gutted there are no team members left to kill.
He'd definitely get his one then. The thing is, this is an opportunity for him to make amends. If he can hit this 1v3, then I'm sure all will be forgiven. Bassetto, we just see his silhouette in front of us, though. The Monty going in and planting behind the pillar, just looking to get that secured. It's almost certainly going to be the kill. Putting this diffuser down, and I would say at least 2 kills is the starting point before they go anywhere else.
I was about to say the problem is, though, the Vigil not able to run around relatively uncontested. This is where I start to worry for them. And Ask, sure enough, is going to find STK. They've got no way of finding him out, and he's collected a couple of kills for himself, has slipped the net, dodged all that global utility, danced around the drones, found 2 kills, and it looks like E1, you say, managed to do a bit of work. Apparently not, because I imagine they want to be downstairs themselves, Tim. We saw them use the Buck previously, but no, he's got away with it as well. Live has managed to keep himself inside of the garage exit and find Ask. Brilliant start, not going to complain at all.
We've not seen anything from the man underneath. I think it might be the mute of Hornet, and he desperately needs to have a big impact on this round. As I said, I wanted to see more of a presence from Black Dragons, but you can't just stand out in the map. You've got to make the challenge. You've got to come in at the right time. For now, Bassetto, he's able to watch that wall get open. He's actually going to change around, and it is Hornet underneath, and this is his opportunity. I'm not sure they picked him up. It could have been a freebie for him, but he just misses his opportunity. That's probably chance gone. E1 now have to react, but with only 20 seconds, how do they change it up?
Oh, Well, that's the battle, isn't it, really? I mean, they had the chance with Ask. He was the one who potentially could have done some real work for them, but it simply wasn't to be. Perez still popping off here. You again can see why they were so afraid of playing against him. He's doing wonderfully. Plant might be going down. There's one player left. It's Guto all alone, but this plant should be completed. And the problem is then, Tim, you're facing off against the Monty, and we know how that ends.
About Hornetau's presence underneath last time. He wasn't really able to make it pay. The question is, can he do a better job with that?
Doesn't work against the Monty.
Does manage to find a nitro kill, and I think that is going to be... No, I think it's Live that's underneath, actually.
Shotgun up nice and close as well, just hoping to swing round, but this is the problem. You stay there for too long and they're going to punish you off the back of it, and that's exactly what they've done. Asking with a quick couple of kills on the march on forward. The Dokebi still got a cool in back pocket, which means at this point, well, not really much the Castle or the Pulse can do. They'll have all the information realistically on where they are, as long as they aren't losing silly gunfights. This one is theirs for the closing. 2 players though, even the Monty now on low HP as well, but Ask will get the closing kill. FURIA to end. Well, done really well too, but Ask has been the guy that's been driving these rounds forward. A big 3K in the last one as well, but you've also lost such critical utility that now adds quite a lot of freedom and agency to these defenders to be a little bit more tricky, to make things that little bit harder. Nux at least is going to find one onto Basetto, but I just worry that the attackers have lost a lot of their bite here, Tim.
Yeah, the edge has definitely been lost. Like you say, the IQ is going to be just trying to spot out any utility ahead that may have prevented a moving forward, just pinging out those batteries. But again, it's not really going to avail them anything. There's no hard breach. There's the ace, but they're not in position to be able to open that triple wall, I don't think. Instead, it's going to be a hard breach gadget that does it. And like you said, I don't know, everything just feels a little bit make-do for this attack.
Just 45 seconds to play. Not tons of time here. This is where I speak about those unforced errors that the attackers then start getting pressed into. The clock works against them. Flashy finds one, trade immediately back out by Guto, in a good spot there to be able to bring things down to a 3v3. But Peekaboo around the corner. Live's going to find one more for himself. It is back and forth between these two, Tim, but ultimately it's the defenders that now have the numbers advantage and the HP advantage. That you've opened up, it's phantom pressure, and we're not going to fall for it. Hornetau's done exactly that. The Monty goes in for plant. This could be Hornetau's moment. He can come in here and definitely stop this. He's underneath at the minute. Cover. This is his time. I don't think he's being covered, but the plant is going to be successful. So that makes me question whether they were aware of that plant going down at that point in time. Looks like no, to be fair. I mean, they had someone try and push him from the right side, but Ass was there with cover. The door off towards Garage was also covered. Just a really good setup overall by Black Dragons. Available here, so I really want to see Florio getting into a good spot and just forcing these defenders to move.
Yeah, getting a little bit of support from the Dokebi as well, but how about that? Perez steps out and says, no, I don't think you will be supporting your Monty.
No chance.
Absolutely slams the Dokebi on stairs, and that leaves Monty all alone.
Man.
The kills come raining in. Flash information just being picked up through the drone hole there, seeing the feet placement of the Fenrir of Perez, so that will give away his location, but it's STK that needs to be worrying as the Legion gets found in no man's land, taken down just outside of the warehouse, trying to play underneath, above the site, trying to maybe just rotate back in, trying to be a nuisance and keep himself active in the map. But look at this roam clearance coming in from Black Dragons. It's a thing of beauty right now.
Now it's really important, though, that they play this out sensibly. You can play for trades here. You can go 1-for-1 and still have players left to spare. This is where it gets important. They find one more. Flash tree shut down. Guto, critical kill to find. And he equally has warmed into this game. Yes, he's at 8 and 9, still a little bit negative. But Sydney started out slow. He's come alive, I think, in the second half and is really making himself seen. 5 versus 2. It feels like it's going to take all 12 rounds for him to settle the winner of this game or send us to overtime.
Basetto, I think, just seeing one of the problems that comes with playing a shield consistently at the minute is 1 and 5, and that's not a criticism. We wouldn't necessarily expect kills to be coming in from the shields, but it's going to be difficult for him getting into gunfights now because obviously he's in a situation where he's not playing behind a shield any longer, and you've spent half of the game not really taking proper engagements, not having to hit a flick shot, not having to react quickly because you're behind that shield. It's kind of like when you play on a hard breach on the attack and you play Thermite and just don't get into engagements for 6 rounds and then all of a sudden need a clutch. And right now he's in that position. He's been behind a shield. He's not had to hit shots. He's flashed out and he needs to find a clutch. And there's no... They could potentially have brought both. Obviously they want the breach in the wall, but there is the classic rank stat strat if you're going to use the glass of just you put a smoke canister down, burn a Maverick hole in the wall, and then shoot through the Maverick hole with the smoke down. How about that from Basetto? Doesn't need a gunfight to find that one, though. Takes down Nuxka, but look at this. E1, they're rolling over them right now. They've tried to change up the attack, and it hasn't worked for Black Dragons, as E1 have just found kill after kill, and it's all up to Horneter. He thinks he sees an opportunity here, though, Des. Starts to put that plant down, has to come off it, finds his man, gets a kill, baits them into a bad position, and time is certainly on his side. He's going to go for it again here.
Surely can't. I think he's going to get away with it as well, Tim.
He is.
He is. They don't know what to expect. He's got no smokes of his own to play behind. Has got a drone in back pocket that he could drop onto the diffuser here and then back away. There was one on the upstairs. I believe there still is. Oh, there's Fort Camp spotting him out as well. These guys have got to play so tightly together here. But no, they swing around. Flastry. Of course it's Flastry. Gets off to the side, finds the soft wall.